In this video also we will be dealing with problems on rectifier itself. So here a diode with Vf is equal to 0.7 volts. Vf is equal to 0.7 volts is connected as a half wave rectifier. It is connected as half wave rectifier. The load resistance is 600 ohms. Load resistance is 600 ohms and RMS AC input is RMS AC input is 24 volts. Determine peak output voltage. Peak output voltage. Then peak load current. Peak load current. Then diode peak inverse voltage. Peak inverse voltage. So now Vf is equal to 0.7 volts means it is the value of knee voltage. A diode with Vf is equal to 0.7 volts means we have seen diode explanation. In diode explanation we have seen while explaining the characteristics. Till this point it will not be conducting at a one particular voltage. Current suddenly increases and it goes on increasing. This we call it as knee voltage or forward breakdown voltage. It is going to be 0.7 volts for silicon, 0.3 volts for germanium. We had discussed this. Means till 0.7 volts there will be no conduction in the diode. Diode will not be conducting. Though it is conducting, the current whatever we get out of current which flows through the diode will be very less, negligibly less. Only after 0.7 volts we will be getting considerable current through the diode. Therefore we can assume that till 0.7 the diode was off. Now with that point I have mentioned RL is 600 ohms. RMS AC input, what they have given then? RMS AC input means RMS AC input is 24 volts means VRMS value they have given it as 24 volts. VRMS value. Then RL they have given. RL is 600 ohms. These are the given parameters. Find peak output voltage. Voltage at the output side. It is VDC. Load current. Load at the output side. IDC. Then comes PIV. Peak inverse voltage. Now, wherever Vm, okay. First we will see what is the formula for VDC. VDC is equal to Vm by pi for half wave rectifier. VDC is equal to Vm by pi. As the knee voltage is given here, means though the maximum voltage applied to the diode is Vm, Vm will not be conducting for a complete Vm. Means what, as they have mentioned this knee voltage, forward breakdown voltage is 0.7 volts. We should consider that till 0.7 volts it was not conducting. So Vm was given, Vm minus 0.7 volts it was not conducting. It starts conducting only from Vm minus 0.7 volts. Vm is applied to the diode, but till Vm minus 0.7 volts it was not conducting. So wherever Vm we have to apply, now Vm minus 0.7 we should consider here. VDC is equal to Vm by pi. VDC. IDC, how do I calculate? IDC in terms of VDC I can calculate. I is equal to V by R. R is RL. I can do. Once I find VDC, I can find IDC. Then PIV is formula PIV, peak inverse voltage. What is peak inverse voltage? We have seen it in the first class of solving the problems. It is Vm. Again here Vm comes means in this case it is Vm minus 0.7 volts. So these are the formulae what we are going to use in solving this problem. Now first if I find rest everything is okay. Now Vm by pi, Vm is not given, VRMS is given. We should find Vm. How to find Vm from VRMS? VRMS is equal to Vm by 2. VRMS value they have given, Vm we can find. We have a formula, VRMS is equal to Vm by 2. Therefore Vm is equal to VRMS into 2 we are doing. From this we are getting Vm. Substitute that Vm here, you will get VDC value. Vm minus 0.7 we are taking. Vm value we are substituting minus 0.7. This gives so many volts. Then after getting VDC, this direct VDC we are using here to calculate IDC. Then again PIV is equal to Vm. Vm value we have calculated. We will be calculating here. That minus 0.7 will give you PIV value. So whenever Vm gives Vm minus Vf, you should consider. Hope you understand this. Next problem. In full wave bridge rectifier, this is already solved. This is already solved in the previous class. Okay, this will be. See, the input voltage in half wave rectifier. So the rectifier they have mentioned is half wave rectifier. Input voltage is V is equal to 100 sine, V is equal to 100 sine 50t. 100 sine 50t. Then RL is 1 kilo ohm and forward resistance RF is 50 ohms. Find DC current through the load. DC current through the load. We have solved so many problems. Now you should be identify what is asked very soon. IDC, that is DC current through the load. Then RMS value of current through the circuit means it is IRMS value, you should know. Then AC power input. AC power input means it is PRMS value. Then DC power output. Power at the output side means it is PDC. Then rectifier efficiency. So many parameters we need to find here. So what is given? V is equal to 100 sine 50 means it is Vm sine omega t means Vm value is given. Vm is given as 100 ohms. RL is given as 1 kilo ohm. RF is given as 50 ohms. Now finding IDC. What is the formula for IDC in half wave rectifier? IDC is Im by pi. IDC is Im by pi. We don't know Im. Vm they have given, we don't know Im. How to find Vm from Im? Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. I want I is equal to V by R. Im is equal to Vm divided by R. RL plus RF I should consider. I is equal to V by R, it is just. Vm divided by RL plus RF. RF value they have given, that also we should consider. RL they have given, Vm they have given. Yes, Vm they have given. We can calculate Im. So after finding Im, I can calculate IDC value. So I got the IDC value. This is over. This we have done. Now IRMS value. IRMS value, how do you get? IRMS is asked. There is a relationship between IRMS and Im. IRMS is equal to Im by 2. You already got the value of Im. In order to find this, you had done Im. Do that and get the value of IRMS. Okay, once if you get the IRMS, what is PRMS? This is second, this is first you have found. Third one, PRMS. PRMS is equal to, you have to find PRMS. Power in terms of the other calculated values, whether it is possible or not. Just to check. P is equal to I square R. If I take PRMS is equal to I square RMS into R. I square RMS, IRMS value I have. So I will be using the formula I square R, which is nothing but I square RMS. P is equal to I square into R. R will be RL plus RF. Only one RF because it is half wave rectifier. So I will be getting the value of PRMS here as I know this value and these values. So once I get the PRMS, next what is asked is PDC. So again PDC for the other calculated values. IDC I have I square R. Load side. Input side, when you come from the input side, you should consider RF. Only at the output side, no RF is considered because diode will not come into consideration there. I square DC into RL, PDC is equal to I square DC into RL. I DC value I have, RL value I know. So I will be getting the PDC. Next, efficiency. Efficiency in terms of the calculated. Efficiency is equal to, you need not, again you can go for efficiency, you can go for this formula also. You know IDC, you know IRMS, okay, IDC, IRMS you know. Otherwise this is in terms of current efficiency. If you directly go for finding the efficiency in terms of power, that also you can do. PDC divided by PRMS into 100. You can easily go for PDC divided by PRMS into 100. If you do, you will get efficiency in percentage. Otherwise, go in terms of IDC and IRMS. I square DC divided by I square RMS into 100. Also, you can do. So, this is after calculating this, just to check, it should be very near to 40%, the standard value of a half wave rectifier. Hope you understand this. Everything will be given, one parameter using the other, you should be able to find out. So, if you practice more problems, then there will be no difficulty in understanding the way of solving the problems on rectifiers here. Next problem is somewhat different here. AC supply is 230 volts applied to half wave rectifier. Half wave rectifier again. AC supply 230 volts is applied through transformer. Turns ratio 10:1. 10:1 is the turns ratio they have mentioned here. Transformer turns ratio. Find the DC output voltage and PIV. Find DC output voltage and PIV. This is the problem. Now, they have given the turns ratio 10:1 and the applied voltage they have given. When the turns ratio is given, we need to find the input voltage here with the relationship. If you take this one as V1 by V2 or V1 by V2 is equal to N2 by N1, we know this. V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2. This relationship we know. N1, N2 given. Then this is V1 given. V1 given, N1, N2 given, find V2. So, this V2 whatever you are finding, that becomes the input voltage to the transformer, which is nothing but input voltage it is. So, you are going to have V2 as VRMS value here. Whatever you are calculating V2 here in terms of turns ratio, that becomes the RMS input voltage to the transformer. So, this becomes VRMS. Now, VRMS value you will be having with this turns ratio and the supply given here. This VRMS value now you have with you. You have to find VDC. What is the formula for finding VDC in half wave rectifier? It is Vm by pi. Then you don't know Vm, but you have VRMS. So, what is VRMS is equal to Vm by 2. This formula we have for half wave rectifier. VRMS is equal to Vm by 2. So, you need Vm value, VRMS you know. Therefore, Vm is equal to VRMS into 2 you are doing. From this Vm value you will be getting. Once you get the Vm value, go here, find the value of VDC. Once you find the value of VDC, this part is over. Then PIV is directly equal to Vm for half wave rectifier. Vm value you are calculating. Vm is equal to VRMS into 2. You will get Vm value. Vm value you have already calculated for calculating the VDC. Now you will have this. Right? So, these are some of the problems on rectifiers. All types of problems we have seen in rectifiers. Only thing, you should remember the formula, way of applying the formula, and logical thinking is required here. Everything will be given, like IM will be given, IRMS. If IM is not given, if you need IRMS, you can get the IRMS value from IM. If VM is not given, only IM is given, you can get the VM value in terms of IM. If VM is given, you need IRMS, you can get. So, IM, VM, IRMS, VRMS, these four values you need first. First, think and be perfect with how to find the other three parameters when only one is given. Like something IM is given, how to find VM, VRMS, IRMS, think about it. If only VM is given, think how to find IM, VRMS and IRMS. If only VRMS is given, like I will write and show you, IM, VM, VRMS, IRMS, right? These three parameters, if you are able to calculate, rest all, everything you can do it. So, if IM is given, how to find these three parameters? First think and be perfect with that. If only this is given, how to find these three parameters in terms of this thing. If this is only given, how to find these three with only this. If only this is given, how to find these three with this. If you know this, you can easily tackle any problem given on the rectifier. So, to solve any problem on the rectifier, you need four basic parameters: IM, VM, IRMS and VRMS. If you know this, any calculation can be done very easily. These are the problems we have seen on rectifiers. In the next class, we will be seeing some of the problems, one or two problems on Zener diode we will see. Okay, thank you.